This is Chris Grabowski recording for the Mystic Place blog and podcast. I wanted to demonstrate something that I found recently, which I find very nifty. It is the First Alert talking carbon monoxide and smoke detector. There are multiple devices. There's smoke detectors only. There's CO and smoke detectors. There's hardwired and there's wireless. And you have to make sure that you get the ones that you're interested in. The ones that I will be demonstrating are Onelink. And Onelink technology, what that does is it allows the units to talk to each other. So, for example, if you have carbon in your basement and your other detector is upstairs in your bedroom, if the carbon detector in your basement detects carbon, the one in your bedroom will announce a message and tell you that there's carbon in your basement. What I'm going to do is I have the smoke detector in my hand, or the carbon detector in my hand, and it's just round like any normal detector. If you feel it, you'll feel the speaker, you'll feel a concave button, which is your test button, and then you'll feel on the...
Welcome. First Alert carbon monoxide and smoke alarm. No location programmed. To select location, press and hold test button now. Press and hold test button to test unit.
Okay, so basically what I did is I slid the battery drawer in, and if you feel around the side of the unit, you'll find like a little bump, and underneath that there's a hole where your finger can go, and you can pull it out, and there are the batteries. Now, the left battery, the way to insert it is the flat portion is closest to you, and the right battery has the point closest to you. In order to tell the smoke detector about the others in your network, you do it two ways. If you have two of them, you press and hold the test button and insert the batteries on the first one. And then you do the same thing on the second one, and then you go back to the first one and you press the test button until the second one beeps. Because I have multiple detectors already connected, I'm going to press and hold the test button and insert the batteries, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got that beep. Now what we'll do is we'll walk over to the other detector and we will press the test button. Pressing and holding.
Welcome. First Alert carbon monoxide and smoke alarm. No location programmed. To select location, press and hold test button now. To save location, press and hold test button after location is heard. Basement. Child bedroom. Dining room. Family room. Guest bedroom. Hallway. Hallway. Location saved. Press and hold test button to test unit.
Okay, so what I had done was I followed instructions. I pressed and held the test button to select the location. This smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, is going into the hallway upstairs. But what I'm going to do is, there's a smoke detector on the hallway and near the dining room, and that actually is called dining room. But for the demonstration, I'm going to press and hold the test button on this CO detector and walk underneath the one in the dining room so that you'll be able to hear what it does. So I'm going to press and hold.
Testing.
Now I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to get up. Okay, it said testing. The other one said testing. Now they're going to test.
Evacuate smoke in hallway. Evacuate. Evacuate smoke in hallway. Evacuate carbon monoxide in hallway. Evacuate. Highest carbon monoxide level was 0 ppm.
Okay, now I hope you're able to understand what it did. Is it announced smoke in hallway on all 3 detectors, but it didn't announce the carbon monoxide in the hallway on the other 2 detectors because they are smoke only. If you have smoke CO detectors, then they will announce both messages. So, you know, to get the smoke and CO detector isn't much more expensive than the CO or smoke only detector. So I'm going to run the test again with the CO detector just so that we can make sure that you hear exactly what the CO detector says. So I'm going to press and hold.
Testing. Warning. Evacuate smoke in hallway. Evacuate. Warning. Evacuate carbon monoxide in hallway. Evacuate.
Okay.
Highest carbon monoxide level was 0 ppm.
And it tells you the carbon monoxide level, which is good because if you do have it, then you at least have an indication of what the level is so you can, you know, take appropriate actions. And I'm going to run a test in the hallway here in the dining room, one called dining room. Press and hold the test button.
Testing. Testing. Testing.
And all 3 of them.
Warning. Evacuate smoke in dining room. Evacuate. Warning. Evacuate smoke in dining room. Evacuate.
So I've just moved back to the CO detector, and that's how they work.
Warning. Evacuate carbon monoxide in dining room. Evacuate.
I found
Carbon monoxide level was 0 ppm.
I found the smoke detectors on Amazon.com under the tools and hardware category. I searched for voice location and picked them up that way. You can also find them at firstalert.com and firstalertstore.com and a bunch of other different places as well. Hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of the First Alert talking smoke and carbon detectors. If you have any questions, you can email me at chris@mysticplace.org. That's Chris, CHRIS, at mysticplace.org. And the blog site is at mysticplace.info.